Hey, perfect spirit. I hope you're taking good care of yourself, creating those miracles, those transformations in your life. Well, I'm Sam, and they're calling me the Miracle Man, because I hope you'll get rid of all these stories that are blocking those miracles, that transformation. So, a lot of what I have to say, your mind does not like to hear or believe, and it really wants to discount, these messages. Like the message today is that you are limitless. There's nothing you cannot do. Of course, the mind's going to have all kinds of excuses why you can't do something, but they're just mental excuses. Yes, there may be some physical limitations within the body, but beyond those physical limitations, there really are no limitations. It's all self perceived. So one of the things that was really coming to me that we are limitless because we are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience in a human body. And we have all sorts of abilities that we haven't brought online yet. And some of these abilities are really connecting to the other side, if you will. And so I'm having a workshop on Wednesday on this, my circle this Wednesday, because it's right after Halloween. I figure it'd be perfect time to do a mediumship circle, journeying to the other side. Mediumship is basically connecting to perfect spirits that are not in body. So your past relatives, your past friends, and we can connect to all beings. They may not wish to step forward, but you can at least get some kind of information. So I'll have that link in my description in my meetup group that I do these circles every 2 weeks. Usually they're just free flowing, not really an agenda set, and we just see where we go. Well, Wednesday is going to be very, very specific about mediumship, about connecting to the other side. I imagine it will probably be a short practice, a short meditation, just to get you in touch with those realms. That I'm foreseeing that I may need to step in and deliver messages for each one, or together, jointly, we'll step in together and find those messages because it is through Zoom, so that it is interactive. It's not one-sided. So that's going to be a rather interesting experiment Wednesday. But I do this in my soul messages as well. If you watched the one I did yesterday for soul messages on November 1st, I did a lot of mediumship, and I usually don't do a lot of mediumship at that, but I did like 4 or 5, and people confirmed, that was their relative or it was this person. It really made sense to them. But I really just want to come back to that we are limitless. I never sought out to be a spiritual teacher, a medium, a psychic, a healer, whatever you wish to call it. But we all have these abilities because we are limitless. We're perfect spirit. We are the infinite. But the mind will convince you that life is against you, that everything's against you, that you don't have these abilities, you don't have these skills. But everyone does. But usually most people deny those abilities. They don't let them come online. They'd rather be stuck in their misery, their suffering, all this head trash. And I got out of this head trash with a simple 5-minute a day practice that increased a little bit over time. But ultimately was learning that, I wasn't my thoughts. And if I'm not my thoughts, then who am I? Then just that simple knowing that I'm perfect spirit, just as you watching this are perfect spirit. Soul, consciousness, universe, source, energy, whatever you wish to call it, you are that. There is no separation. We're all connected and we're all related. So in the spiritual realm, we're all one perfect spirit having all these different experiences. In the human realm, we're all related to each other. We're all distant cousins. If we're not immediate family, we're distant cousins. And I think some researchers at MIT proved this some years ago, that you could be here in the United States in some remote island in a Pacific island, the Pacific middle of the Pacific, some remote island. The furthest they could find the connection was like a 60th cousin or 62nd cousin, but there was a connection there because we all come from Homo sapiens. We're all come from this one source in this flesh. It all originates from someplace, but spirit has always been here. So we're deeply one, but the mind insists on separation, and most of us live in fear, stress, worry, anxiety, which amplifies the separation. But when you really know yourself as part of the one, then there's really no reason to be stressed, anxious, worried, because you know in this deeper place, this is your experience and everything's working out in ways you don't understand for your growth, for your learning, because we'll continue onward. And once you know you continue onward, then life doesn't seem so challenging, but there are challenges. All right, I think that's all I want to talk about today. It's just that we're limitless, and hopefully we'll see you Wednesday. If I don't see you this Wednesday because you missed this recording, check my link. It takes you to the meetup group, and I do these events roughly every 2 weeks. Not sure when I'm doing December yet. If I'm doing, I might do just one circle in December because of the holiday season, and then we'll get back to bi-weekly in January. But these are all donation events, free donation. I just want to share or maybe help remind people that you are perfect spirit. That the mind constantly is seeking out there. I got to attend this workshop, got to get these attunements, got to do this, this, this. That's just a story. So Wednesday's about getting you out of the story, then doing some practices to amplify that connection so you can receive those messages from your loved ones. And we can do this jointly together because it is Zoom. We can interact. We can have fun. All right. Take good care of yourself. Talk soon.